We're gonna get started and just do your intro, and then we'll heat up dinner.
Okay, now what is the next red culture shot? Looks like A Stitch in Time.
Weird Chrono Hospital.
Yep.
Okay, I smell the lasagna that you made, but there is also still cake waffle smell in there. So it's lasagna with cake waffles for dessert.
Lasagna and waffles.
Yeah. Lasagna and waffles. Lasagna, I like that.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Waffles.
Can you make some lasagna?
Oh man, I just had an idea
You did.
for like a lasagna style like layered breakfast casserole using waffles instead of the giant noodles.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else would go in there, but
I feel like crepes would work better.
yeah, crepes would work better.
Crepes would work. That would, it would go stale or get all, yeah, and you can't have crepes for your
Like have layers of crepes instead of the noodles. I guess you can still use like whatever cheese fancies your bees.
Breakfast sausage.
Eggs.
Whatever cheese fancies your bees?
Scrambled eggs. But Mark doesn't like scrambled eggs.
I mean, like, I'm thinking like scrambled egg substance, but in thin omelette-y layers.
Yeah. I love scrambled eggs.
So you got like something kind of omelette-ish between layers of very thin pancake-ish crepe zone.
Yeah.
Although actually,
and like bacon as one of your layers.
Though actually, you know, I think what might be a bit better
Maybe some syrup.
Is rather than
damn, this thing sounds delicious.
Rather than actually like, you know, a savory casserole, maybe more like a trifle.
They weigh so much.
Yeah, they're heavy bubbles.
Dang.
So I think you might be willing to handle.
Oh, it might be. I thought, perhaps two holes would.
They're more than one.
Maybe support themselves.
But if you look at the structure.
Yeah, that's true.
I made a DC 12 perception check. Actually, made a DC 8. Don't tell her that.
You took 10.
Like when it's in that direction, the truth reveals itself. Are you bringing on a robot?
Yep.
Mm.
Waiting
Robot.
on a robot. Da, 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 da.
Is that like one of the hymns of the Church of the Becoming God?
No.
I mean, they're building a giant robot.
Yeah.
That's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide whether to do more blue tonight in my hair or if I should use the toner in it, which uses the 20 volume developer, which will lighten everything, including the roots.
I've never seen toner lighten anything.
Wrong kind of
Of
toner.
course, I'm thinking of the horrible substance that is printer toner, and the thought of letting that anywhere near your hair or head is horrifying to me.
Yes. Which is why that's not at all what I was talking about. Because if I do the toner first, then that will remove the blue that's in there now, which doesn't mostly look blue anymore. It looks silver gray.
Remove the blue. Jeez. Don't do that.
Going for like the silver veil look there?
Oh, hey, there's another 2-point expansion.
Is Kat coming over tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do like the platinum blonde, but without the blonde. Just platinum. Unnecessarily shiny hair.
Well, that would distract from my wrinkles. Which is good.
Dang, still no APR?
What if you could do like that Japanese art form where you take a broken vase or a sake cup and repair it with gold foil? What if you like just like put gold foil in facial wrinkles?
I'm not sure that would work.
Well, it would definitely draw a lot of attention to them, which you probably don't want. It would also look pretty.
It could.
It also might cause mild skin irritation. Not because of the metal. Gold doesn't interact with hardly anything. But because of the physical, there being something there. And the skin surface rubbing against it a lot.
Please don't do that.
What? It's not doing a massage. I had to extract it. Did you want me to set up tiny little like oil derricks and pump it out that way?
No, but you don't have to like.
Just a line of grasshopper pumps under my nose.
You don't have to sound like Hannibal Lecter to.
Oh, that was not Hannibal Lecter. I can't actually do it that well.
No, but it was in that direction.
It was like 12 feet in that direction. And he's like about 6 miles to the left.
Well, may as well go ahead and start. Good evening, Internet. It is 8:12 p.m. on Saturday, March 19th, 2022. Welcome to Throne of Games. I'm your host, Mark Amsry, DJ Amstrack. That's Daniel. Remy is just barely off camera here. There's Remy. Is Teddy upstairs?
He's
Nope.
off by the bricks.
So he's not. Yeah, the couch is blocking view of him. Oh well. Tonight we're going to be continuing 2 Point Hospital, starting the first hospital in the Stitch in Time DLC. Because we finished the Culture Shock set last week. There we go. There. Whoa. It's a little louder than.
Indeed live. Making commercial. Commercial for Credit Karma.
Credit Dogma.
We actually have Credit Karma. You replaced TurboTax's Turbo. Credit monitoring service.
Boom, bum, 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 bum.
I see K. Brandon is in the shop.
Le Chat.
Le Shot. No, Le Shot is on the couch.
Okay, now here we
Le
are.
Shot Young.
Here's the Stitch in Time hospitals. First one looks medieval. Clockwise upon time. A medieval town plagued by ruptures in space and time.
Time. Parsley Sage!
Welcome to Clockwise and the Days of Yore. This quaint little town has become a popular spot since the advent of domestic time travel. Who would have thought that there would be serious medical implications involved? Not me, but what are you going to do? Alright, hospitals. Rifts in time, we're calling them time portals, have started appearing all over town recently. As you expand your hospital and find more time portals, you'll notice that they get busier and busier as we further dilate local space-time. Science, eh?
Cheese on the chalkboard, cheese on the chalkboard.
Cheese on the chalkboard?
No, why did you say that?
Why does... Oh, that's the superbug
Oh,
thing. Need to capture one more ghost.
I suppose that still doesn't quite... Rose says mad because small.
Jealous of tall.
It still doesn't quite answer why it says cheese on the chalkboard and why capturing 3 ghosts.
Well, that's the name of the project. The big cheeses at Cheesy Gubbins want to run the most comprehensive study in the history of cheese to understand the sacred balance between man and cheese for the betterment of all 2 Point County and to dictate the future of the Gubbin. They require substantial research into the constitution of the Pointian as well as how it responds to and how it's been shaped by cheese. Who'd have thought there was so much to know about cheese? People at
Okay.
Cheesy Gubbins, I guess.
That's why it's called cheese on the chalkboard.
Mm-hmm.
Cheesy drawing board. Cheesy Gubbins. Yes, Keith, a swift question for you. Have you encountered the Mad Because Small series?
I don't have any treatment rooms yet. I have to do something about that.
It's just gotten to the Isekai arc. Rose is going to perform an exorcism on your shins.
Should probably also hire a janitor. Was once pierced by a spear.
I see. Is this a medieval town? Next, there's gonna be like gibbets outside, and there's gonna be a liberty.
Oh, find time portals. Buy one building. Okay, well,
I see the horrifying nanotech came with you. Should just brought that from the future. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the swarms of tiny machines consuming buildings and plants. Boy, that's terrifying.
Here comes someone through a time portal. They have a fish head. Oh,
Is it
and
rolling?
they're like a reverse mermaid. Or, wearing a reverse mermaid costume.
Is that code really necessary to mark that there's a dangerous portal there?
OSHA regulations.
Is that enough codes for OSHA regulations? And what is that statue?
A time
Now I have
traveler?
more questions. Alarm clock bells on the bed.
Patient, tell staff their darkest secrets for medical reasons.
Why don't I have a bathroom?
That's a good question. Wait a minute.
They didn't start me with a bathroom. Why would they do that?
I guess it's a medieval hospital. They just go upstairs and huck it out into the street.
There isn't an upstairs.
Oh no. Call a night man.
Night loaf.
Oh. I hope that's not a term for a concentration of night soil. We're gonna need another night card.
Oh, I can't have a 2x2 bathroom? Well, F. Okay,
Do you expect people to live in squares? What, do you want them to get shot in the neck?
they're not wombats.
Maybe make like a 1x4 bathroom.
No.
Wait, how big does it need to be?
Minimum size is 2x3.
Oh, can you do a 1x6?
No.
Aw, the bathroom's just threatening auras.
It's not a restriction on the total area. It's a restriction. It's a minimum dimensions.
Just a long hall of sinks, and at the very end, the bathroom has like 2 rolls of toilet paper on top of its tank, and an empty roll in between the seat
And there's no
between
stall.
the seat and lid.
And there's no stall door. It's just the the one toilet.
looking at you with a stogie. Yep.
A stogie?
Yeah, you know, like you got like an empty roll between the seat and lid.
Oh.
I did that once because I thought it was funny. I stole the idea from something Yanner's chat exposed her to. It was highly amusing. Dumb. Like it's just a long hall of sinks and a toilet just looking right at you, facing the door. It's like, why do I feel like I'm having a meeting with a mob toilet?
Mob Toilet 100.
Oh no! None of this is good, Victor.
Oof. The guys I started with are. I'll keep them for now because they're versatile, but they are not. They're a little too spread out.
Kill girl with a big fork.
Mm-hmm.
That's silly. And for some reason, a Hidden Leaf Village.
Cowboy hat.
Yep. I think the anime is crossing some things. And I feel like some kind of flow is going to counter.
Counter.
Kitchen counter! I need to get the mail and take the recycling out. I have achieved nothing today. Other than lots of repairs.
Nothing at all.
And apparently sleeping on my right wrist based on Hunter Arts. How stiff everything is.
Nausea-inducing. Nope.
Oh, dude, it's not teaching. Okay, it was in the back of their head. The fish people look like Kerbals. Like, are these guys just planning to go to space? We need to like start a space program.
Why is nobody lining up for this doctor?
Staff are reminded to be good value.
Yeah, it's a medieval village. People are very racist.
All the doctors appear to be white.
Oh, it's medieval racism. It follows very much stupider lines than that.
Fair.
That doctor has a Doherty nose. Half the people here won't see him.
New illness, codpiece.
Oh no!
Patients claim they got stuck while working on their fishing boats, but are generally not forthcoming with further details. With bed rest and the right bait, they should slip right out, but nothing can be done about the fishy smell in the meantime. Okay,
What are they doing to those fish?
need a pea pharmacy.
Ooh, that could be harmful.
Actually, that.
Not the Widowmaker.
Pharmacy standard.
That's the most dangerous room in the game. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go bang some muck.
This is taking a moment to process. Something Pokemon Smasher Pass.
Oh no!
Yeah! You just said you were going to.
I was making a mukbang reference, you blood scrump.
That's what you were trying for. But you didn't consider the full meaning of what you said.
Issues, it's more reliable and less messy. Dipping, Lisa? Or duping? Rose understood it. Well, thank you, Rose, for not twisting my silly words like an electric fart lance. I'm not sure that guy's warm, isn't it? Stand before the wall.
No shenanigans, please.
New illness, slack bladder. Sufferers are struck with an insatiable desire for political power, tempered by a greatly increased need for the lavatory.
Strange. Which politician they're mocking there?
It's Blackadder.
Oh, that's the character. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm sure sufferers regularly think that they have a cunning plan of some sort.
No, that'd be if they, what is that character's name?
Or is it Baldric the one that had the plan?
It's Baldric,
Okay.
yes. That was his name.
Amazios is not giving enough marinara for their new jalapeno copper calzone ring. So I took some spaghetti sauce and poured a crud ton of oregano, rosemary, garlic powder, and some other stuff into it. I'll make my own piece of sauce.
With blackjack. And hookers. In fact, forget the pizza sauce.
Spencer's Pizzeria. You guys like swarms and things, right?
Nurse needed in ward.
Oh, speaking of Pokemon Smash Bros. They actually did 2 episodes of that? Did I send you the second one?
I don't believe so.
I should do that. I'm sorry. But there was a lot of Dan going, really?
Wait, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, you know what? This layout is basically temporary anyway.
So, all the way to temporary.
Nurse wanted in cardiology.
myself. Rinse my hands, blow my nose, and get more drink.
You're listening to Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio.
Leslie called in just now to tell me about her supernatural experience. She was sitting in her flat in sweaty palms when the furniture started to move all by itself. Angry poltergeist or just another sweaty palms earthquake? Guess we'll never know.
May we request that all our patients kindly get out. Nurse, please go to the pharmacy. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
Oh, yeah.
Room. E Calzone Fortis. I don't know why I'm starting to say Fortis with a P. Was I spelling it PH, Ortis?
PF.
No, PH.
Right, but
It's a little Phoenician thing to do, I know, but... My brain was just like, oh, you want an F? How about PH? No. What's next? Is it gonna present me with a thorn? You don't on seed forms these days, so it takes like a freaking half-second worth of processing to realize it's just...
Not in English, anyway.
I don't know why, it was useful. In comparison to writing T and H individually. In the AE ligature, that was useful. Way to go, away. I get that languages evolves, but why does it keep evolving stupidly? It's like there isn't a selective pressure or something, it's just randomly mutating instead.
Brought to you by Aunt Change Plus. Well, hello. Replace your aunt with a cleaner, more generous aunt.
What?
More 2 Point. More often.
What?
This is 2 Point Radio.
We've heard that before.
Yeah, I forgot about it. But, Start by then, I think.
I don't know.
Oh, yes, the language evolving poorly instead of in more interesting or useful ways. The comic Subnormality. Roundtree occasionally would draw up stuff that was happening in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And, Jude's real thorough with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, the language had visibly changed a little. Lettering had changed. And it changed in ways that were cool and useful. They're like little ligatures. I was like, I wish we had those today. Why doesn't English do that? I hope it does that in the future. But it seems like instead of cool, useful changes, we get stupid changes. I may have actually put a little too much garlic and nutmeg in my Dojin pizza sauce.
Mm.
It was garlic,
Take a seat. Get off
a
those
crap ton of
feet.
oregano because the oregano's gotten really weak and you have to use a bunch of it. rosemary, some paprika, some nutmeg. And I didn't realize we had caraway seeds in the. Like, for some reason, there are additional spices in the pantry. I didn't know about those. Yeah, I was trying to make pizza sauce seasoning.
Mm-hmm.
It came out yummy, but possibly a little too strong because I may have slightly overdone it. Hey Rose, do you know what goes in pizza seasoning? Pizza sauce seasoning? Aside from the oregano. Because I know there's like half a neutron star's worth of oregano.
I think that would be more than the mass of the Earth.
I'm exaggerating.
Considerably.
It weighs more than 1,000 suns. Nuclear pasta. Ooh, there's something you can try. Nuclear lasagna. That's a layer inside neutron stars.
I was going to say nuclear lasagna just sounds like a endoplasmic reticulum.
That's extranuclear though.
No.
Most things aren't allowed in and out of the nucleus. I think ribosomes and mRNA are what gets through that. It's like the server room. You know, you're not supposed to be in the server room. And if you get a text to the pen tester standing in the server room, you then email them back asking how they got in. Like, okay, which of our things failed? Oh, Dave just let you in. We should probably fire Dave, but I think we'll just talk to him first. It's better to let people learn from mistakes. Than having to train new ones who haven't made those mistakes yet and might make them again. Or worse.
Or possibly even more concerning, there's nobody named Dave who works here.
Who the heck is Dave? Oh god dang it, how many infiltrators do we have? Send a memo to middle management. Does anyone under you have a friend named Dave? Someone named Dave with the pen testers right in the door. So I feel like to get a better idea of our security, we're going to need to do something about that and then run another pen test.
Ghost head.
Janitor, to repair drug mixer.
Maybe it's like glass or water or something.
Oh, you haven't discovered it yet?
Apparently not.
Well, someone thinks they're funny.
Hmm?
We got a bunch of funny men around here, it seems. Real court jester sorts. Alright, funny men. Let's see you fought the Phoenician alphabet.
What?
Rolling the fire, flashing this to the king. Where did I get that? That came from somewhere.
It came from card.
Space Fidelity?
It was Cards Against Humanity.
Oh, it's from that? Okay.
Uh huh.
Where'd they get it?
Probably just made it
The
up,
Butts?
just like the flatulist.
Hmm. What's odd is that apparently trick farting was a common thread among medieval jesters. Royalty tend to love it.
That figures.
It's just things about royalty, I think.
Yeah.
And there's that one hilarious anecdote, like, this is medieval Europe, so people massage this attack, right?
It's all become full.
No one really respected a female jester. But there was one who famously had such a razor wit, she absolutely let someone have it at a feast. When they said something along those lines to her.
Hmm.
And it became a running gag in the court for, like, I think basically the rest of that king's life.
In some
Probably the rest of the noble that got hit by
at least
I don't think you have to
not
let it
quite
down.
normal news, there's been reports of a giant squid being seen just off the coast in Hugsport. If you're planning to join the squid stakeout party planned for tomorrow, just remember that all the things that live in the sea can be dangerous.
Why are people doing a stakeout for a giant squid?
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
There's a thing about Architeuthis. They hang out in the depths. We only really encounter them after they die and wash up on beaches.
Mm-hmm.
Though we have found at least one of their spawning grounds, like we've seen juveniles.
New illness, Mites of the Realm. These parasites follow a strict code of chivalric honor. Treatment involves challenging them to duel with balms and lotions via the throwing of microscopic gauntlets. Clown clinic required. Jester infection. Clowning instead of simply jest infection. Clowning has a rich and storied tradition that must be eliminated at the source. Caused by overly demanding monarchs, ingesting fire, and the invention of juggling.
The history of clowning must be eliminated. From the makers of No More Heroes, no more clowns.
No more jesters. pour myself some more drink real quick. Time is slowed.
Pretty good considering it started from spaghetti sauce. Yeah. It's like it definitely still wasn't marinara. Like it was not proper pizza sauce. I think marinara needs to be sweeter. But if using a butt ton of spices, maybe. The camera didn't see me doing that. Just hearing weird sounds. All you can see is chair. Yeah. Unless I do this. So that was largely that. Maybe. Emmy's over here now. Hey, smell my sauce.
Alright.
Emmy's not having any of that.
She probably shouldn't.
No, I wasn't gonna give her any. I was just like, smell this. And she kind of like smelled it. I was like, whoa, no.
Please clean up after yourself and others.
Norman called in earlier to describe his paranormal encounter. He was lying drunk in a gutter when he saw a bright light. Alien abduction or a street lamp? We'll never know. Let me know if you've had any spooky experiences of your own.
not tall. Curls into it.
Dagron.
Nurse required in Clown Clinic.
Dead beard lip reader. Dead reader, baby. Ah, I bet finally moved that box of drugs somewhere.
Hey, hey.
Box of drugs.
Box of drugs?
Yeah, it was on Lizzie.
I don't remember it. Oh, that.
Yeah, that. The drug box. It was like the big old thing of Motrin.
Nurse to general diagnosis.
She was trying to sit on your phone, but her butt kept running into the marble D6. Yeah, she's found fun.
Meow.
That was directed at you. That was directed at me.
Meow.
Do you have a third one for the internet? There we go. There you go.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
Had a call from Fred and Blyton, who says his shed is haunted. Hears strange noises there every night. He's thinking he should stop storing all his cheese in there. What do you think? Remember, if you've had a supernatural encounter, let me know.
I think various neighborhood rodents are after that cheese.
Oh.
Wait, did the healed citizens then just like go back into the time portal they came in, or did they just walk out now?
Oh, this one appears to just be leaving. Just rather than jumping back through a portal. Meow. Let's have this doctor learn psychiatry from this doctor, and then I'll fire that doctor afterwards because she is suboptimal.
I will take her skill and then throw her out the window.
She will train her own replacement.
Oh, ouchies. Doing that to people is a good way to get them to intentionally mistreat you.
Hungry. Anxious. Lonely. Eat some cheesy gubbins. Cheesy gubbins. The snack for people with nothing to lose. This is 2 Point Radio.
I'm pretty sure the governments are supposed to help any of those problems. Okay, I can think of exactly one thing cheesy gubbins can help with. Hungry?
Any suspicious objects should be poked with a special stick.
She's here to lick your elbow.
No, just rub on it.
She'll look at it in time. Then she'll grab it in her teeth and pull for some reason. Who taught you to be a cat? Like, was it a raccoon or something?
Janitor, please prepare heart racer.
Oh, she's missing.
It's that piece of junk mail that you said here.
Ah.
Patients should seem less sick and more cured during the health inspector's visit.
There's been an outbreak of reptile dysfunction in the area after a local aristocrat brought home some strange, narrow fruits from the New World for a dinner party. This group is seeking treatment to stop themselves burning anything more than their tongues.
Reptile dysfunction. Grab his ear.
Cool. Hello.
Hello.
Kids.
I'm very happy about the neighborhood cat who has decided to adopt me.
That sounded really cute.
It was, and it was hilarious because I was having a stressful day today. Walked outside, kind of almost panic attack, and she just runs up and pops up on the bench. Heart is now melted. All panic is gone.
You probably saw that you're having drugs.
She's like, oh no, my friend.
I noticed these guys are good at that.
Yes.
Patients arriving with reptile
So here's
dysfunction.
my present of things. Like, my throat started to catch it. Some stuff I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Maybe comes in the room. Ow!
New illness, Forefraught. The sufferer is petrified of doing anything at all. Brought on after realizing that actions have ghastly and all too likely consequences.
I mean, I can relate.
You should have heard reptile dysfunction.
Training class dismissed.
There are people showing up in like dragon suits. Was it eating some narrow fruit from the New World there?
Yes, some narrow fruit from the New World.
Bananas?
Peppers.
Oh, yeah, those are nice. Why did they make him put on dragon suits?
Dragon
People are weird. Yes, it's the time portal level. One of the giant portal levels. The evil one. And so you got people showing up in jester costumes. Clowning has a
long and storied history, and we must stamp it out at the source.
clown removal. Rose says, nanas! And now I want nanas. Banyanya. Man, everything smells like freaking Dojin pizza sauce now. They didn't give enough marinara for my calzone that I got out of his.
Oh.
So I took some pizza sauce, dumped enough load of various herbs and spices in it.
Oh, we forgot to grab your food.
I had used so much oregano because the oregano got rolled.
We had food for you to try and we forgot to grab it.
Oh, back. Oh, thanks, nice.
Yeah.
Mary Clara,
Give your
What is
snitzel.
Maintenance announcement.
Ooh,
Well,
Beds
snitzel.
will become
Because we
full.
pretty much ran out of the grave. But snitzel was yum.
so you can put something with like a pork chop with stuff on it, right?
Yeah, like the pork, basically almost like pork cutlet. Yeah, breaded and fried, and then brown gravy with mushrooms.
Gross. Venture market leave though.
I do like the stuff.
Yes.
It's a new recipe.
You made this tasty gravy and shrimp. It's like every time I go to Dusk Boot Camp, it's like,
Janitor's board to mend easy
you
scan.
need it right there. I'll eat rolls and pretzel.
I go to Dust Boot Camp. It's give me all of the bratwurst. The bratwurst sampler is something I definitely. Yes, I would like to sample all of the bratwurst.
all of the worst brats.
Just the worst of them. None of the good ones. Just I want to try the worst ones.
Nurse.
New illness, Chuda Rose. A form of thorn-related ailment, often the result of misguided attempts to be cool and or seductive.
Oh dear, considering Rose is in chat, this is silly.
Rose has its own.
We're close to award season.
Oh, that reminded me. Todd in the Shadows released a new One Hit Wonderland video. This time on the song "Love Grows Where My Rosemary Goes." Dr. Nora Hunter, Doctor of the Year.
Dude, check it out. You have like different awards.
Yeah, I
Janitor of the Year, System of the Year.
yeah, I don't think I've seen these since like the first couple of stages maybe. Daisy Crusts. Holistics. Man, even back in medieval times, holistics.
Jeez.
Bungle. What?
What's Bungle doing back here?
Rising Star. Daisy Crusts again. Employer. Clockwise Upon Time.
River Time.
No deaths. Orb.
How? I think they changed it.
Jumbo.
Why not Wumbo? I didn't stop making that joke.
I'm not even sure I'd call it a joke.
Not everybody watch Gingerbread. Spinchberg.
Skabinge Skabirb.
Born babe.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
Peripherin Robert.
Nope, I forgot.
I got offered a couple of free tacos at El Taco this evening.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Maintenance
Because
announcement.
just so
Automated
happened
sandwiches
that
restocking manually.
Bub and I were looking at different taco sauces and things, and I was talking crap about the taco that was Ding Dong, and someone passed by as I was talking crap about them, and he was wearing a taco uniform, and he started giggling and joined in our conversation.
I'm curious about this builder.
Nurse required in clown clinic.
Yeah, turns out one of their really good sauces, that they removed from the menu, is now available.
Ah, the green one.
That's one of them, yeah.
Oh.
That's one of the two.
Mm.
Yeah, it's available to just buy at the grocery store.
2 Point Radio.
So,
It's time to apply the
Pretty much
nourishing
everything
balm
that
that
I've
is
watched,
my
you know,
voice
like,
on all
very
your
easily
cultural
like,
wounds. Yes, Sir Nigel
is the
Bigglesworth
point of
here, welcoming you to
bringing
another
tacos?
great show on 2 Point Radio.
I would not like a Ding Dong taco, thank you.
I think you're supposed to ring the bell on the way out if you like the food.
I would rather not.
I don't think they've had one of those for a while though.
No. I miss when Long John Silver now.
Well, like the Ding Dong Bell.
They used to. But I think they removed it because they got tired of the little kids who I would often see
Ding 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 ding.
hanging on the thing.
I mean, come on, you would have done that again too.
No, I did not.
Did you feel the urge?
Actually, no.
Because I would have wanted to. I'd be like, I'm not gonna, but I want to.
I did for a moment.
Sounds fun, but I don't know if that rope makes you pull.
I kind of did for a moment, and then I watched the other kids do it, and I just went, that is annoying. I was annoyed by children even when I was a children.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was about to say, if they took Diablo sauce off the menu, just be slightly more disappointed in them.
Today we begin a
Isn't that
new
just
segment
about all
in
we
which
have
we shall
left?
explore the history of Two Point County and its many landmarks.
Largely, yeah.
With one of our most
Like,
famous
everything's
sites,
good.
Grog Bin's Ring.
I guess they still have, like, the
as you
lower
may know,
blast
was
freeze.
a giant
They
said to
did.
live in this
That was always
region in
good.
ancient times. As for his use of the stones themselves, we can only
Most of what they have is
speculate.
just like,
I like to think they were
I'm
his croquet
disappointed, or
hoops.
this is for some other demographic. People who like giant chalupas, I guess.
Maintenance announcement. Ghost shipping
Oh great, they brought the
continued
nacho fries
without
back.
respect.
The disappointing nacho fries,
Right?
which I expected so much more of. And I found out they were ordinary potato french fries with, like, you know, potato wedge seasoning on them.
Mm-hmm. And then served with a thing of nacho cheese. That actually got brought up in the conversation with the guy of the taco. He used to work at the Ding Dong Taco and left then for. And he mentioned
I
one
hate
of
this place. I work with a competitor. That's why.
Yes. He mentioned one of his employees, because he's a manager, he mentioned one of his employees going and getting nacho fries, and he's just looking at her going, why?
Why did you purchase those?
We have fries that are better. And I went, yeah, you have the fries that are kind of like Brahms fries, the good fries. Throw some yummy taco seasoning on them and eat those with the nacho cheese.
It's like we have crinkle fries and better seasoning. We can put stronger, tastier spices on them, and why do we sell them?
Nurse required
Directly
to
compete.
diagnosis.
It can be seen as an attack. It would be one. Like, oh, you've had Bell's nacho fries. Now try good nacho fries.
That would be amazing. I think Taco Mayo should get on that. Imagine if Taco Mayo made a Mexican pizza.
Oops. Go, Taco Mayo. Attack Young Brand's life points directly.
Taco Mayo, use your actually fresh food to make an even better version of your competition and stuff. You know, like you often do.
Apparently, the issue is that, like, so Taco Bell wasn't always owned by Young Brands. Nor was KFC. And apparently, Young Brands is one of those Bain Capital, like, structures.
Yeah.
That they buy something, hollow it out for money, and then drop it.
That's exactly what has happened with KFC also, because I remember, of course, with being a kid, well, we had country quick right now, that's usually where we got our fried chicken. Delicious. But we would go to KFC occasionally. We'd come to town once a month, and it was one of three things generally we would get. Long John Silver's, Del Rancho, or KFC. On the KFC days, we'd be like, yeah, you get a whole bucket of chicken, and some mashed potatoes, and some green beans, and some biscuits. It's fantastic, it's great. And then recently, it's like the same thing that we used to get. I think it's something like $40. And I'm just going, your chicken is not worth that.
No.
Their chicken is not actually that good. I mean, it's good, but it's not great.
Yeah, remember when their coleslaw was edible?
Right?
I've gotten surprisingly bad coleslaw from KFC. I was like, I want coleslaw, but this is like, why is it watery? Why is it watery? That's my biggest question here.
That was the annoying thing, is it used to be weird. KFC had the good coleslaw, Long John Silver's had the sucky coleslaw, which made absolutely no sense. But now it's switched.
Because it makes a lot of sense. I mean, like, you know, KFC's got like Southern foods, so they got decent coleslaw.
Mm-hmm.
Long John Silver's, oops, I think they put tartar sauce in this.
That's fair. That is fair. I do miss that. I like it. Did not like the chicken. It tasted like fish.
The broccoli cheddar was okay. The chicken probably tasted like fish because they fried it in the same oil they fried the fish in.
Yes, and used the same batter, I think.
Of course. Why would they have separate batters?
Yeah.
I mean, you're at a fish place. You may as well get the fish. But granted, it's dangerous getting fish in a landlocked state in the first place.
Yeah. My first boyfriend made absolutely no sense. I remember that we were on a date and we decided to grab some lunch on the way to whatever it was that we were doing. He's like, "Oh, let's go to Long John Silver's. I really love Long John Silver's." I was like, "Me too." And then we order, and he orders the chicken, and I went, "Huh?" He's like, "Oh, I don't like fish." I'm like,
Did he at least
What?
get hush puppies?
"No, just chicken and fries." And he's like, "No, their chicken's really good. Try a bite." And I went, "I thought you said you didn't like fish." "I don't. It tastes the same as my fish."
I mean, the texture is really different, I guess. I assume the meat tastes a bit different once you get past the fry oil and batter,
Slightly?
because, you know, it's very different meat. But,
It still manages to pick up so much of the fish flavor that it barely even tastes like chicken anymore. It tastes like if someone grabbed some random thing out of the ocean and said, "Here, you should try
If you're
this." And
not
you're
in
like,
the habit
"Oh,
of
what's it
attending
taste like?"
classical
Tastes like chicken.
concerts, you may want to listen to Dave's Guide to Good Manners. Do not applaud until
But it
there is someone
doesn't.
better than you are
Like
applauding.
most things.
This
people
is an
say.
octopus.
If you
Like
must
most
cough,
things that
it had
people
better
say
be a
taste
death
like
rattle,
chicken.
or we shall have words.
It does not taste like
Incidentally,
chicken.
this surprised players.
yeah, people saying reptile meat tastes like chicken.
It does not.
I've not had it, but I'm aware from people who've described it that, no, snake tastes like snake.
I've not tried snake, but I've tried alligator, and
Alligator tastes like alligator.
yeah,
And reptile meat in general is all F.
I tried alligator after being told it tastes like chicken, and I went, no, not at all. This is a very unique taste. The texture is almost shrimp-ish.
If the administrator can hear me,
I don't know how to
I'd
describe it. It tastes like something that probably came out of the ocean. It has a texture, something that you would expect to come out of the ocean.
Where's mom?
Yeah. It's delicious.
Dr. Needed in Junie's office.
They're like, I've had frog before.
Mm-hmm.
It's not too far from chicken. It's not exactly like it.
That's true.
But-
That's
but
the
it's
one
similar.
exception. Yeah, frog actually does taste a bit like chicken.
Like it's maybe a little chewier.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to eat frog.
That's
Can't do
fair.
something that cute.
I haven't eaten frog in years and years and years, because the last time I had it was just it was kind of unpleasant. Like it.
Frog is one of those sad meats. I don't like sad meat.
That's how I feel about rabbit.
Yeah.
And anything that's eaten too young, like veal and lamb.
Mm-hmm.
I've never
Sad meat.
tried veal. I've tried lamb.
Sad meat.
Although, well, I'm reasonably certain that most of the time when you buy meat at the store these days, and it says it's lamb, it's probably not an actual baby. It's probably sheep.
Probably just
Secretly mutton.
But
Shh, secret mutton.
ham is delicious.
Are you sure it's the lamb you like and not the mint sauce?
My first experience with it was actually my Aunt Casey making lamb chops for Valentine's Day. And I kind of just was going, you want me to eat a lamb? And, okay.
I'll play along.
As I did...
Boo!
I did that for a few years after I finally tried venison. I was adventurous with my eating, but also kind of almost with a grudge. Like I will grudgingly attempt it.
You gotta be careful eating lamb chops. They can give you a try divorce.
Daniel.
Oh, this is the joke that never ends. Anyway. I run out of lamb chop characters I remember, so don't worry about it.
When I was a kid, I actually did really like that show.
Me too.
I was way too old for it, but it was funny.
You were way too old for it. We're the same age.
You were also way too old for it then. Like, that show started airing in, like, what, late middle school for us?
No, it was well before that. Maybe around here, like maybe OETA didn't pick it up until much later than KERA did.
Yeah, it was like Sherry Lewis from Texas.
I don't think so. Not to my knowledge, anyway.
Let's see.
This is what you call a nerd tangent, where the conversation goes from bad taco place to children's television.
Apparently, Lamb Chop's Play Along started in 1992. Yeah, I loved that.
It would have been 7.
Yeah, that's definitely not too old.
That's not too old.
No. Also, I'll admit I'm one of those people that I would say certain TV shows you're not really too old to start, because I was too old for Between the Lions when it started. I started reading in 1995. When did Between the Lions start?
Oh man, 2000.
Yeah, 2000.
Yeah, I was 15. I was definitely too old for it.
Yeah, so 5
But I
years.
could tell it was a good show. It's like, oh man, I wish I were about 4 years younger.
Yeah, I watched it just because it was so cool.
Well, back to reading the Iliad. What the target demographic for Wishbone was?
I think we were probably about in it.
I mean the age, the target age range.
Me as a kid.
All 3 of us loved Wishbone.
Uh-huh.
I can tell you that right now.
When did Wishbone start?
Sure.
1995. Actually, yeah, that was perfect for me. Well, technically, I would have been a little young for it when it started. On paper, I would have been too young.
I remember.
As precocious as you were, I don't think that was an issue.
I remember Cole and I joking around about like the concept of rejected Wishbone episodes. Just
Captain Amontillado.
A Clockwork Orange was probably the best one, just because you can see the dog dressed as Alex, and it's adorable.
We continue our series on the history
Ooh,
of
but it would be really dark if Wishbone didn't have a cop.
farm in the region.
Oh no!
I remember one of my
as many people
favorite
suppose,
ones
after the
that Wishbone
droppings of its
did,
livestock.
that
The
actually got
farm
me
was
into
founded by one
literature.
Edmund
You know,
Meridan. He was so
classic literature,
suited to
not
his
just
profession,
Charlotte's
he was
Web
said
type
to have
stuff.
dung running through his
Was
veins.
when he did
I
Don
sincerely hope it
Quixote.
was just a
There
colourful
was
piece
just
of
something
imagery.
about it that was so much fun. So I watched the show and then I read the Wishbone book
Dr.
that they had at the library. And then I just was so in love with it. And then I decided to read the actual book. And I was still so in love with it. That was absolutely my favorite from the entire series, I think. There was just something about a guy running at a windmill with a sword that it made me happy.
On a donkey.
Yeah.
And the actual book's actually like...
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine service.
It's a
if
big
you have
book.
If you have sufficient situational awareness, the actual book's sad. Like, this poor guy has gotten so delusional.
Oh no. Bubba is asking me to help him make a decision between two products he wants to possibly buy. Either a small blender, Ninja Fit, or a
Maintenance announcement.
immersion
Plants
blender.
need water.
Like, stick blender.
And I cannot decide which one that I think would be better, but he's, for some reason, leaving the decision up to me. Now, I will say that most of the time I don't believe astrology. However, everything they say about Geminis is true. We are indecisive. Don't ask the Gemini.
Janitor, please
Places,
prepare
don't ask the
office.
Aquarius unless one of them is clearly better than the other. I'll tell you right now, I am terrible at decision making.
Well, that's also because you're left-handed.
True.
Uh,
Like, I'll make a good decision in the end, or at least not a bad one, but if, like, neither is good or bad, I'm going to make a very delayed one.
that's true. What do you think, Capricorn?
I mean, I know that we have a Ninja blender, and it's pretty good.
Ooh.
It's like,
I know that Mom did a lot of research. She always does a lot of research before making a purchase like that, or really making just about any purchase, really. And yeah, I think it's in the pantry. If you want to take a look in there and see exactly what sort we have.
That's okay. He just texted me and said we don't have much time, so I just used that as my reason. Thank you, Mark. I just told him, okay, it's the Ninja. The decision has been made.
I was about to say that if you want to make split pea soup, or one of those things that, like, you know, recommend to stick for the recipe, I go, like,
Yeah. The biggest reason that I think the biggest reason that I was having trouble deciding between the two is because I think he wants the immersion blender, but I want the actual little mini blender.
What does he want to stick? Has he been watching some Alton Brown back episodes? Back episodes?
His mom has, yes. I told him about the first time I mentioned one of these, I remember.
Because I have written down somewhere the recipe from the split pea soup recipe from the Alton Brown the Good Eats episode. I think it must be season 2 or 1.
That would actually be really good because I do love
And, like, I've never been interested in split pea soup. But
Oh, I love
watched
this stuff.
episode, and, like, I saw what went into that soup, and I was like, oh, that would taste very good.
right.
And then we still have that stupid bag of split peas
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I bought so long ago.
that was like the first apartment that we got those.
Those peas have...
Uh-huh.
And the trouble was, the recipe calls for a stick blender.
Mm.
I never got around to buying one.
Well, the biggest reason that I wanted, I actually was originally going to go for a magic bullet because Nicole used to have one of those when we lived together. The teensy little thing that really does look like a blender. Basically the Ninja, but it was more expensive than I think.
Sounds like a Christmas song.
It does. But my mom had one also, and there's some things that she used to make that I miss. That's the biggest thing that made me
Ah!
Nicole and I used to make margaritas in it. I've heard that she would make iced or cappuccinos and stuff in it. things we could do little carb frappuccinos. But the biggest thing that I want is, my mom had colostomy. And because of that, there were so many veggies she couldn't eat. Green beans and broccoli stalks. A whole lot of stuff that she loved. My mom was like me, she loved vegetables. Well, the biggest reason that she couldn't eat them is because it would not digest. So you just put it in a blender and mix it up in something. You have no problem now, but you get all the flavor of the veggie. So
That's a weird idea. Like,
she made green bean Alfredo and it was delicious.
ordinary roughage, whose usual purpose is to push things through, is like you intentionally eat something you can't digest to help move things.
Yeah.
And if you got a cholesterol,
The world
There's a weird irony there.
Santa Parfait
It's
is no
because of
longer
where it
under
was.
investigation.
you can't do things that'd be good for your
Come
mouth because you don't have a
experience
mouth.
the magic,
Yes.
wonder, and
It's
terror
because
of our
most people that have
glass-boned
colostomy
acrobats
are cutting it down here. Hers was up
and
here,
face-eating clowns.
right where a big
It's a
portion of
parfait day at the
digestion
circus
happens.
for everyone.
And so all of those fibers
More
that
often.
help you move
This
things
is 2 Point Radio.
stay in strings. And they come out into that. And very painful.
Painful.
Yes.
Oh wow.
Same with smoked meats. They will not digest.
Mm.
But you put those little fibrous pieces of veggies into the blender and
Much sugar
so
fibers.
yeah. And the green bean Alfredo was one of our favorite things ever. And I want to make it again. So now I get to make
Announcement.
it.
Bins will become full.
That's usually like, are you talking like big old long string beans taking the place of fettuccine?
No. I'm talking you throw the green beans into the blender and go and turn them into pulp. And then you put the Alfredo in the blender and go and then you have green Alfredo sauce. And then you put that over your pasta.
Oh, okay, it goes on fast.
Yeah! It's really good. You can do it with any vegetable. You can do
Patients
that, honestly.
arriving
You
with
can make
reptile dysfunction.
any type of flavored Alfredo you want. Just throw it in the blender with the sauce. It's so good.
Deluxe Clinic calling
Interesting. Alfredo already has vegetable in it. Garlic.
That's true. Yeah.
It's like what, garlic, butter, and cream. That's Alfredo sauce, pretty much. I think there's some cheese too.
Parmesan cheese. Don't forget the Parmesan cheese. I know this because found out that there's also usually a lot of carbs in jarred sauces.
Maintenance
sugar.
announcement.
Dump sugar in it so you can't stop eating it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're compelled to buy more.
We've been talking about making our own Alfredo sauce.
Blackjack.
And hookers.
Yeah, don't forget the Alfredo sauce. Okay, Bender.
Which, by the way, we also finally found those shiitake noodles I was telling you about in fettuccine.
Nice. I just said, soup. 4 minutes ago, I was referencing this split pea. Yeah. Have you seen an episode of Good Eats with the split pea soup? That sounded really good for a soup made of peas.
Dude, split pea soup is amazing.
So the thing with this is, some people like to
Oh, whoops.
get involved with how others. So if anyone asks, this was a birthday
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like whenever the heck Bubba's birthday rolls around, you
Tuesday.
can give him. Oh, okay. I was just gonna give him the stick when his birthday. Tuesday's coming. Rose says, I don't know that I've used Alton Brown's recipe, I just go by my intuition.
I feel that. That's generally how I cook. That's why a lot of people can either cook or bake, but a lot of people
You're listening
cannot
to
do both.
Nigel Bickleworth.
Because baking is a science. You go by the recipe,
On
you
2
put the
Point
exact
Radio.
amounts in the thing.
I have
you
received
want,
the latest lyrical
adjust
opus
it,
by obscure local poet Tobias
and
Dodge,
cooking
who
is
had the
just like,
audacity to submit
well,
it for my
you know,
Sir
so
Nigel
people who still
review
have a sense of
segment.
smell.
Well,
Smells
Mr.
good.
Dodge, I would
But don't have a
urge
sense of
that
smell.
you purge our county
needs
of
more
this
garlic.
execrable volume. Riding with the right is a
Just-
privilege.
Just do what makes your heart happy.
Inventor, entrepreneur, and time travel agent Captain Yesterday is taking a break from testing out the butterfly effect so he can visit the hospital and see how things are going. We haven't encountered him before.
Ooh. I feel very fortunate I'm one of those people that can cook and bake, but I learned to bake before I learned to cook.
Like, I think to a degree it depends on the recipe. Like, also if you know what you're doing, you can tweak things with it.
Nurse required. Fluid analysis.
But there are a number of baking recipes where it's like, it's not quite that precise. It's like, use as much flour, like, keep adding flour until it gets to this state.
That's true. There are a few recipes like that.
Put as much flour as the dough will take.
Yesterday.
Or, especially doing historical recipes, because those often like did not have measurements.
Like my grandma's pineapple upside down cake.
I don't think that's a medieval recipe.
Probably not. But it feels like it sometimes. Because it's so old that it has to be baked in a specific pan. The white ones with the little blue flowers on the front.
You put a little too much garlic in that sauce. Everything's filled with garlic. Which isn't a problem. It probably means I may have had a little more than I needed.
I'm thinking of sneaking away first.
Uh-oh. Rose says, y'all make me hungry, lol. But I'm not feeling great today, so I don't want to spend that time cooking.
Feel that.
Wildly understandable.
If you want me to make you not hungry, I can tell you about the picky eater that we often have to cook for, who demands more salt.
I wonder how her blood pressure is.
Better now because she's been having more,
Oh,
Jasmine's
right!
blood.
She's been having salt. What about Nolly? Rose says, ew.
right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but like, ever since age 14 or so, I've realized I don't really understand why people have table salt out on their table. Like, who shakes? Why would you need to shake more salt into your food?
I don't know. That's about the age that I started eating less salt too.
Because there's salt everywhere. I realize everything has salt in it, and huge amounts of it sometimes. But you still see like an older person just dumping salt on their eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Those didn't need that.
Yeah, there are a few things that I feel need a lot of salt. Granted, I probably do put a bit too much salt on my fries.
Yeah, some fries can use a little extra, usually not much.
Yeah. But the only thing that I can think of that I like that has
Patients are asked
too
to
much
choose
sodium
with
basically
their lives.
is ramen.
Yeah.
Packaged ramen.
I hate how good ramen smells,
Mm-hmm.
and I hate that most of that
In
smell is
this
from how salty
edition
it
of
is.
the history of 2 Point
Like, I know
County,
what it smells
we're
like.
looking
It smells
at
so good because of
One-Eyed
salt.
Wallace, the delightful old
Well, she
lighthouse
thinks
in
that if there's
Foxport.
not
It
that
is named,
amount of
as many of
sodium
you
in
will
something,
know, after
it has no
Wallace
flavor.
Tugbottom, the region's
Just says the only
first
thing I tend to have
lighthouse
stable is
keeper.
pepper.
What you may not
Yes.
know is that he lost
Pepper,
his left
maybe,
eye
like, some
in a
spicy
high-stakes
sauce or
game
another.
of snap.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I used to think I liked cube steak because my mom made that a lot.
I like cube steak.
Turns out what I liked was like Bullseye A1 Heinz 57. I like steak sauce.
See, that's one of the weird things. Mom's birthday last year, I told Bubba, before we even left the room, I was like, look, it's a hard day for me. And I really want to make some stuff from my childhood. Can you, like, see if your mom would be cool with us having my grandma's hamburger steak? And he told her about it and was like, yeah. And then I see them in the kitchen making what her mom made for hamburger steak, which was nothing like mine. I was just kind of like, okay. They put a lot of gravy, or they cook it in gravy and stuff. I'm like, no, that's not how we did hamburger steak. And I was like, huh? Didn't know there was another way. I'm like, you take the ground beef. Lots of times you put something, crackers or whatever you have to stretch it, because this is when you're poor. Make hamburger patties, basically. Put it on the plate and put either barbecue sauce, A1, whatever.
We've just found a time capsule from Captain Yesterday. It contains an audio recording of his latest presentation to the investors that ends with a polite golf clap. Job moderately well done.
I'm sure they'll improve.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yesterday was actually kind of hard for me. Harder than usual. It hit different this time.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Bless you.
Have you not had your meds today?
I have not, and also my sinuses have been messed up for a couple of days now because we had that whole thing with, the fires.
Bless you.
Fires a couple of towns away with the heavy small golfer town. I'm sure you'll notice that. And then the heavy rain and everything with those storms didn't seem to wash all the crud out of the air somehow.
Well, the rain probably activated the trees.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab you Pepsi Roasted, and if you use sauce, that's even more salt than sugar. Yep, which is why even when my fries need some salt, I often don't put any on there if I have ketchup. The ketchup is... I'm sorry, this is tomato vinegar and salt. I need salt for the fries. Boom, now I don't.
I generally don't use ketchup with my fries. I dip my fries in ranch. Or mustard.
That also gets you plenty of salt, but it's disturbing amount of sugar. Alright.
Meow. Hey, Beanie. Oh, stanky leg.
Maintenance announcement.
I'm
Plants need
never
water.
kidding.
A bit of a sticky wicket this morning.
Why
Some
they-
damn fool put his jam sarnie on it. As you can imagine, the game's been called off. And that's the
Is
end
that
of my
friendly
spell
neighborhood
control.
cat? She needs a good brushing. I am kind of considering going to Dollar Tree and getting a brush. Just leave it on the front porch, and when she comes up, just go, hey, baby.
Her owner's gonna be like, why are you so soft?
Yeah, she comes and pets, and then I have to try to shake my hand away because
Nurse
it
wanted
looks like I'm
fluid
wearing some
analysis.
weird fur glove.
I love the glove. But
It's so
not
bad.
this one so much. It's so bad.
But I can't deny her gloves.
You know, right? It's like, oh, but Kitty's so sweet. Like, Vince used to do that back when he was like younger and more aggressive with his affections. I remember he would, because yeah, he's totally done it. Like, grab your wrist so you pet him, or put a paw on your wrist so you can't get away when he licks your hand.
Yeah.
Usually will purr loudly.
It was so cute. The picture that I took was the first time that I had reached for my phone in my pocket, and she just kind of looked at me and went, ow! and started walking back and forth across my lap until I paid attention to her.
Sounds like someone's owners need to pay more attention to their sweet kitty.
That's the weird thing is I figured
She's out begging for attention from people she doesn't know outside.
I think she may be that needy because I asked my neighbor, Rob, I was like, hey, you know this cat that keeps squirreling? And he's like, oh, yeah, that's our cat. She likes to be indoor, outdoor, and apparently they found her somewhere and took her home. And his grandkid, his youngest grandkid, who I think is 7, she sleeps with him every night.
Oh.
They get she gets plenty of attention. She wants more.
Oh.
If they are not home, she is outside looking for more.
This kitty has love to spread.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute and sweet.
I watched her looking sadly at another neighbor because you could just tell it's like that neighbor does not give me affection. Bubba's not really a cat person, so he'll give her a couple of pets and then he's done. And she's just like, but ow.
She's not done, so it's like,
He's looking at cat will pet you. And she's like, ¿por qué no las dos?
Remy had a cute little moment like that. She was on the edge of the couch, and Bev was like sitting there talking and just like not noticing at all that the kitty was like, hey. And she sort of half hurried up and did like this, this little thing. That was extremely cute. Good job. Congratulations on succeeding at your cuteness.
Bubba's mom's dog Precious was not happy with me when I got home late last night. Because I left Tuesday night. After dinner. Went to my niece and nephew's house. Hung out with my niece for a couple of days. And then hung out with my sister Friday because she needed some help. And all of that. And she's not in.
She wrote the video?
No. My friend
You have all these adopted siblings.
I do! Yeah, I came home Friday night and ran at me. She almost knocked me down by shoving her paws into the front of me. And then went through the back, and then when I was like, down!
Doctor of the Year, Dr. Faye Allmore.
Something she might have been displeased so much as just really happy.
Nurse of the Year,
I think she thought I was upset.
Sue Dickens. Janitor of the Year, Orb. Assistant of the Year, Orb. Rising Star, Daisy Curious.
Prognosticating orbs.
Employer of the Year, Clockwise Upon Time.
How'd that guy go again?
Jumbo got no deaths. Best Teaching Hospital.
Freaking orb with their massive effing prognosticators, their super stuffed up scryers, their honker-donker divination doinkies, their effing future stretching butterfly wing flapping probability willing X mounds, their super augury goddamn mother fortuned orbs. So if you're wanting to slip out for this, I think we should go
Doctor needed in GP's office.
seek out the recycle and get today's medical.
Okay.
I've not been outside.
Oh.
Oh, exchange some things in my room. Okay.
That room looks comfy. Mostly just those little lounges look comfy.
Oops.
You know, it's funny. I always see setups like that on TV and movies
Mm-hmm.
for a therapist's office. However, I have never seen an actual therapist's office look like that. Generally, they just have regular office chairs.
What's this thermal beverage?
Maintenance announcement.
The dermal thurbage.
That sounds like a condition.
Mm-hmm.
59? Yeah. I shouldn't need exercise.
Do either
We're
of
brought to
y'all
you
need
by
some extra reading
Politas.
material?
2-in-1 shoe polish and frying oil.
Not really.
No. Do you see that thing?
That is fair.
This is 2 Point Radio.
I need to read that and return it to you already. Yes. And then there are several more things in my list, like finishing the Saturn V manual, reading that scary thing sitting on top of the Saturn V manual about like how there's almost been World War III a number of times,
Yeah, I feel that.
and some books that are in my room that I freaking bought recently that need reading as well.
See, I stopped reading for a while because I was too busy, and then I decided, no, I'm going to start reading again. And now I have a bunch of books that I can't read because I don't have enough time. Well, by the time at the beginning, I don't have time.
That's spooky. Not enough unbroken time, at least.
Mm.
Yeah, trying to find unbroken time can be a real pain in the arse.
Yeah.
Yars.
It's gotten a bit better recently, though, especially after Mother got me those wireless headphones.
Right in the Toyota Yaris.
They tend to be noise canceling, and I can lie in bed and not be bothered by it.
Aw. Rose says Haru just meowed at Merlin and then rubbed on him.
Aww.
That's sweet.
Nurse required.
Maybe you can calm that silly puppy down. Every time it is bark, 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 arf, woof, arf, bark, 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 bark. Then he gets watched a little bit riled up. He's like, oof! He's got a big dog. He's big. Not that Watch is that big, but he's a little bigger now. And it's like, will someone please calm these dogs down?
Nurse to cardiology.
Meanwhile, the kitties are just like, oh, hi!
I know, you're probably not happy that my hand smells like one of the cats.
And Hermione being too cool for school is just like, what's up?
Something I've noticed with animals, it does not matter how much you wash your hands, some says me from another animal.
What's surprising is, if I come home smelling like a
Treatment
cat,
is failed. I'm sorry to say. A
Don't
patient
hear
is
me, I smell like 4 other cats.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't care that much. She's curious, like, who the hell are you doing? And Vince is like, oh hey, who's that? Really cool? Hey, they're cool.
Congratulations! Your hospital has been awarded a 1-star rating by the 2 Point Health Ministry. That ridiculous blowhard Admiral Yesteryear just burst into my office spouting some nonsense about you, time travel, and something about a pasteurizer. It's not that I don't understand so much as I don't care. Continue meddling with the fabric of time for more rewards, or return to the present day and get back to work.
Oh, I like my cigarettes.
No account of the history of our county
Whoops.
could be complete without including the Underlook Hotel, sitting in the shadow of the Pointy Mountains and famed for its salacious past and present ghost sightings. It is hardly any wonder, given that the building was constructed over an ancient Morris dancer's burial ground. You have been warned.
Thanks.
That would be great. Thank you.
Maintenance announcement. Toilets need routine service.
I have cigars. Not really into those.
What the heck were those?
Those are cigars.
Huh.
Otherwise, smoke them with those.
Okay.
And I have these.
Could patients please use the toilets provided?
A group of pharmacy patients have broken out of an Orb Wellness Center. Okay, that's not a
Patients arriving for pharmacy.
new thing.
Nurse to the pharmacy. Could patients please use the toilets provided?
I got allergy issues.
Sorry.
Hey, you want to feel real bad?
Ugh. No thanks.
Got concentrated allergies.
Doctor required in GP's office.
Franklin Templeton. Shareholder reports. Oh, Lake Mason. That'd be the premier divorce.
Leg Mason?
There's another G there, but I know what that sounds like. It's funnier that way. Chris Phillips. Pale were. Huh. I forget how it's spelled.
It looks.
Okay, that's not how I was imagining it when you did that. That's weird.
It is.
Haleworks is.
Oh yeah, I reminded me to get more G Fuel. Actually used the orange suns. Is that mango pineapple? What's it? And Mark had the Tetris, which he described extremely disappointingly to me at first. Said it tasted like Red Bull. Like, that smells much better than Red Bull. Apparently it's just like sweet strawberry, and that sounds delicious to me. It also smells delicious. So I give you like 2 more cans of that.
Yeah.
Nurse to Clown Clinic.
G Fuel is pretty amazing. I'll never forget, there was I forget what video it was that I was watching.
I'll give you a
Some
nickel if you'll let me replace
funny moments or something.
this
and there was a
trash can in your
that someone
bathroom.
tried to say, "Oh, did you
Why do you need to
yourself?"
replace it?
I don't like that color. I've never liked this color.
Because she had
Which girlfriend
stacks and
did you let
stacks of
pick
G
these
Fuel
out?
behind her. and she's like,
TJ.
Actually, I'm not
Don't like this
sponsored by G Fuel.
I'm fine with
I
the
bought
color.
that.
And
Wouldn't you rather have a
Yeah, so
nickel?
many streamers are sponsored by G Fuel.
I mean, we'll repurpose this.
I mean,
We'll
I
give
will-
you
I-
like
I was-
a green
I was
one
going
or
to say,
something that will match.
regardless of what color it is, it costs us nothing to continue using it.
Yeah, why the sudden trash can color
Well,
buttermilk?
oh, it's not sudden.
I have always
It's been tormenting you for a while?
Yes. Yes, for like 15 weeks now.
Well, if you want to feel real bad, I got some stuff right here.
For what? Will it,
Let's see.
is he pushing drugs on this? And the next question is, are they any good? Because that, my answer will depend on,
No and big no.
No,
It's
no, thank you.
Can relate.
it's grass tree and weed pollen and dust mite extract. And
We're
ragweed
sorry
pollen,
that you dropped
danders,
our
and mold extract. And only a 1 to 50 dilution. This is the concentrate stuff. Looks like pee.
Yeah, I don't think that's my dad.
I'd be a terrible drug pusher. Hey, you want something to make it feel like crap?
And looks like pee.
It's got mold in it.
It's got mold in it.
Don't touch that dial.
It's got mold on it.
It's got jam on it.
Nope, I'm afraid that's mold.
Jam.
Mold. Oh no, there's mold in the jam.
Oh no.
Oh, we're gonna have to buy more.
Jim Jam.
Jam. I took some mold and I made it into a jam.
Grammy's being dumb. No, just stupid. Come here, kitten. If you hang out on the couch, you'll be safe. Ish. He's not confrontational enough to come after you if you're like up on the couch.
with their lives.
Listen here, you little shit. Well, ignore that you're like nearly his age. You're what, 3 years younger? Like 2 or 3 years younger?
Yeah.
Like,
Bless you. Bless you. Bless you.
Good day.
Bless you.
You should even lots of drugs in on the left there. Nerds. Big fuck. Uh-oh. Looks like you're hitting that part where there's a bit of a snoop. I see 3 people running low on HP. And 2 ghosts.
It's because training has slowed stuff down a bit.
Your janitor is named Elvish Moss.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a predestined position it was in. His surname is his profession.
Yeah, that's how it used to go.
Good thing it doesn't work like that anymore. Things will get weird. Rose said bless you.
Thank you. The silly thing is, most of the time there doesn't seem to be anything there. It's like there's a tickle.
Rose says my last name is Waits. That sounds like a really boring profession. Just waiting.
I was trying to think of something silly to do with that, and like it
sounds like professionally holding people's place in queues.
I was going to say Measures is a last name, isn't it?
I think
No.
so. Possibly?
Maybe.
Hey Mom, have you ever heard of anybody with the last name Measures?
I am searching the internet for it.
I was thinking like hyphenated.
Apparently, yes. The name Measures arrived in England after the Norman conquest of 1066. It is a name for a person employed in reaping or harvesting.
There we go.
It doesn't really sound like they're measuring anything.
Apparently, it's from an old French word that means harvester.
Ah. Old Jimmy Combine.
Oh, I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key.
You're listening to Ricky Hawthorne
I shook it up.
on 2 Point Radio.
Frothy.
Frothy at the top, but it was so weird last
Good
time. I
morning,
thought,
2
well,
Point County. I hope you slept well. Sleep. We all need it, don't we? But sometimes it's interrupted by police helicopters, Randy Badgers,
Settle down,
and the weird
Bubbles.
and wonderful of our own minds. Recently troubled by a fever, I had a fantastically strange dream.
Gotta lay down.
Yes,
Collect yourself again.
pretty strange indeed. What a strange dream. Get in touch and let me know about your peculiar dreams while I take you through one of mine.
That's what bubbles are supposed to do.
Janitor
Float up,
to mend easy scan.
around. Here they're bubbles, they're very heavy. Way too much. And they're really thick too. If you catch them on the wand again, you can blow several more bubbles.
Yes.
Hey, Buzzring. You're about to spook Remy. Okay. Something dumb about that.
Maintenance announcement.
Don't look at me, I didn't do it.
Oh, goodness. I think Vince may have done that one on purpose. He just like patiently stood behind her waiting for her to look behind her.
Bless you.
And I will be back shortly. I need to run to the freaking corner store for some certain supplies.
Yes.
Now, you have any mission starts, yes?
No. I realized exactly what happened. I left everything on the kitchen table.
Oh, 1,000 boobs. Well, that was a marvelous.
We shall return.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you could save that. I said you could save that. Also, I need somebody here to watch the chat since they just left.
What?
I need somebody here to watch the chat since they just left.
Oh, you can see the chat. Besides, it's just me and Rose is the only one talking.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to miss it if she says anything.
I have visibility there somewhere.
Well, I've got my tablet back here, but the microphone is in the place where the tablet usually goes because
Ooh.
pointing. Fracture ward required.
Did Daniel read this? Rose points out that her last name is Waits.
Mm-hmm. Which is why I was asking if Measures was a last name.
Oh, like Waits and Measures?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's hyphenated.
Did he say that I said his last name should be Waits?
No?
No? Okay. I thought I heard him say Bev said. Because I don't ever remember doing that. I do remember saying something about his. But it's not him that waits, it's all the rest of us that wait. Oh, yeah.
Attention! Don't feed the ghosts. They're dead. Thank you.
We haven't done that because I just nearly threw this ball of fur into here because it looks like
It does.
It is a trash can and it's got a trash bag inside of it.
Nope.
And I'm not going to say what we do use it for because shall be prioritized.
Why?
Huh?
I said why? For what
To
reason?
get us in trouble.
Why would it get us in trouble?
Play along. Because we live on the edge. We're rebels. Not as in Confederate or anything like that.
No.
We're rebellious. We're the Black Rebels Motorcycle Club. Hey, Johnny, what are you rebelling against?
What do you got?
I did this because we're gonna need it again. What was I about to do?
You were about to sit down and help me keep track of chat?
What makes you have a crazy idea like that? My last name is Waits. Are you satisfied?
And now she's going to say something.
She
Just
said
yeah.
Exactly. Just so you can say, see, May, you should have stayed there because they keep sending me this. I think it's homeowners insurance, but I like that font. See, with the
Here
May
is
the
my
producer
dream.
there in that nice font.
Yes, that's exactly what that
I
says.
woke to find myself in an incredibly sophisticated
producer.
environment, all chrome plating and flashing lights. I was suspicious from the offset, but it was when I couldn't hear the lullaby of the ring road that I knew I was no longer in my home. I had never felt so far from everything I knew, and I cried the tears of a man lost in the loneliness of his lonesomeness, although I wasn't alone for long.
Actually, wait, why did I do that? Those rooms are about to move.
Okay, actually, I like the way it's fading. Screw you! I like the way the blue is fading, but I still want to do something to it. So, I think I'm going to throw a little bit of that leftover pink. You know, which should do just a tiniest hint of lilac. Sound reasonable?
Sure.
Okay. And because it's just, sort of whatever, I probably won't even ask you to come make sure I didn't miss a spot. But then again, I might.
If he likes what he sees, we'll appear on the shopping channel and he'll send us some additional funding.
Well, I don't know if you looked back in to vote for Wednesday, but that part is over and she did not make it.
Aw, too bad.
She wound up at third place in her group. And according to the contest page stuff, they're now on the quarterfinals with the top 1% of vote getters in the cat category. And
In the
dog
category?
category, yes, and the dog-agory. And the top 1% equals 25,600 cats, according to them. Which would mean there was over 2.5 million cats originally. Or perhaps a lot more if it just meant that, I mean, because there were, I think there were two, yeah, it would have had to have been a lot more because there were two cuts that Wednesday did make it through.
Mm.
I know that the second one was like you had to be in the top 5%.
Oh, I'm sorry, Remy. I didn't realize she'd gotten under my desk. Mm-hmm.
We have returned.
Welcome back.
Thanks. We found scorpion pepper jerky. They had it on a big display, and I just saw pepper jerky, and I'm like, ooh, what kind? He's like, oh, chili lime, that's probably good. Habanero, yeah, okay. Scorpion, gimme.
Oh, that's right about at my limit. Huh. Well, fresh peppers on a pizza are at my limit. Actually, it's a little past my limit.
I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to Bubba and let him know. Actually, I'm probably going to just call him, because I do need to go to the outside now.
Yes, you still need to do that thing that you were going to do earlier.
I did not have the equipment to do. Thank you for helping me acquire the equipment.
No problem.
We will consider that a fair trade there. Because you also brought me other equipment that I needed.
Yes. It doesn't contain actual scorpions. I assure you, at least 300 of those scorpions will be outside the house. I think it was a joke. What happened in that one box when we moved 800 live scorpions or something like that?
Something like that.
Why does it say health?
Because health.
Oh, the thorn devolved into an F. Okay. I get it upon staring at it for a little bit. With my eyes.
Staring at it with your nose.
At least I'm not attempting to stare at it with my thighs. I feel like that just wouldn't work at all.
No, not really.
Not a lot of sensory equipment there.
No.
And trying to stare at it with some pies wouldn't really work due to lack of neural connection. Really, you pretty much just have to use eyes. Or at least chromatophores. Or not chromatophores, but light sensing cells of some sort. Maybe a charge couple device. These ones. Ooh. Yep.
Oh, Remy. She's warming up my foot.
Nurse wanted in fluid analysis.
This is a recurring dream sent in by Gretchen Hootenanny. I'm trapped in an enormous birdcage and sitting on grandfather's armchair. I don't have much time left to finish my exam, but my pen is across the room, frozen in yogurt, laughing at me and my aspirations. It seems to say, I'm the king of the castle, and you are a dirty rascal. Or talking pens. Now that's a classic.
Captain
Uh-huh.
yesterday, arriving today.
A time storm?
Oh, that sounds fun.
What in the world?
Completed. Nurse required a general diagnosis.
New illness, bloat of arms, colloquially known as Squire's elbow. Carrying all that heavy night gear is very hard on the forearms. We'll send the patient for treatment in our injection room.
Here comes the time storm. Not sure what it does.
I'm not sure either. Chest infection. I thought we already.
I think you found
Oh no,
just
that's
infections.
the modern version. A condition that causes hijinks and general buffoonery. Escaped clowns must have their sense of humor completely excised to prevent a future relapse.
What is the fear treatment?
Injection room, calling nurse.
You know what? Cheese for Brains is fine because she's already mostly trained up. Higher.
Looking for a fun day out for all the family?
I guess.
Come to Grockle Bay Zoo and see stunt
We've just
monkeys.
found a time capsule from Captain Yesterday. It contains a video recording of a dozen investors joining him in a conga line in front of a pile of money. They must be thrilled because they've sent a fraction of it to the hospital.
What?
Grockle Bay Zoo. Almost no visitor fatalities for 2.5 weeks.
New illness, historical laughter. Sufferers explode into bouts of uncontrollable giggling at jokes they heard hours, days, or even years earlier. You really had to be there.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water. Patients arriving with reptile dysfunction.
No, I kind of get the feeling that line took a take or two. Patients arriving with reptile dysfunction. Dang it. Okay, again. I hear it happens to a lot of trains.
Janitor to repair Jetmaster.
I feel like some ice cream. I will be right back.
Get him, Remy.
Nurse required in fracture ward.
This is Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Back to my dream. Where was I? Ah, yes. I was joined by beings that took a series of different forms. I found their presence extremely stabilizing. They took me through a series of tasks and tests with minimal communication. At some point, I believe I was given a snack. When they were done with me, everything changed. Back to that cliff edge later in the show.
You know what'd be terrible?
What?
Pie cream.
Pie cream?
Like with sawdust in it?
Oh.
It only comes to mind because I saw a YouTube recommendation for drift tricycle with piecrete wheels. I guess it slides all over the place.
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually. End of year approaching.
Doctor of the Year? Rosie Pond. Nurse of the Year? Tiffany Tarmakadam. Janitor of the Year? Shane Akimbo. Assistant of the Year? Ross Flob. Doctor of the Year? Vera Smudge. Employer of the Year? Clockwise Upon Time. No deaths? Pretty sure we've had some deaths. Jumbo. Best Teaching Hospital. Clockwise Upon Time. Hooray.
This dream's from Archibald B. Bladder, who says, standing in a dark, cavernous room, a tall chimp in a ball gown tells me that I'd like some tea. They smile and leave the room astride a small steam train. I wave them off with a hanky that I find in my mouth. Thanks for that, Archie. What a belter.
Janitor, to repair drug mixer.
Let's see. Remy, what are you doing?
Yes, Remy, what are you doing? Making trouble and being small.
Oh, she is small.
Mad because small.
Just tall. Yeah, I'm with you about there being afraid of scorpions, by the way. Those are like, ugh. Joy stage. The first time I saw one of them in person was in my bathtub when I was like a kid. And I remember having to go find Fairy Dad, but I was gonna hold it for a minute because I had to run. Grandma!
There's something really like those big ones, like yellowish ones.
Oh yeah, it's worse than the big black ones. I had to make kill them. Scorpions and wasps. So yeah, those are the only things that I'm truly afraid of.
Yeah. Scorps, it's the little ones that are dangerous and the big ones that are scary.
Mm-hmm.
The big ones are almost harmless. They're often actually like kind of slow. You can sometimes even dodge their stinger.
Right.
I don't want to be put in that place.
I used to be afraid of snakes as a kid, but I've kind of been getting over that, especially since now I have a pet snake. Except I've only been struck at by a snake once, and it was my pet. That was my fault. I didn't realize my flash was on my phone. I scared him.
Oh. Well, yeah, I can hardly blame him for that.
Yeah. I used to be somewhat afraid of spiders, but then Daddy Longlegs came around, and I didn't know until I was in my late teens that those aren't actually arachnids. They're closely related to mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Well, they are arachnids, but they aren't spiders.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking. But they're not technically a spider, and they can't really bite you. They're actually kind of friendly.
Opimius, whatever they're called.
Daddy Longlegs are friendly and kind of cute.
Yeah, they're neat. I've
Yeah.
only actually seen them in real life like once. There was this like office park that I was going to one of the businesses in them, and the place was like mostly empty. I don't know if it was like just most of the offices had nothing in them, or if it was just after normal operating hours for most of them. But it was very empty. It was kind of dark in most of it, like they'd turned off most of the lights, but like, you know, except for the one spot where I was going. And there was like this rock garden in the atrium kind of area. And I remember seeing a few daddy longlegs just kind of scurrying along over the rocks.
You should have gone camping with me and Kate. The freaking Beaver Lake part of campgrounds where we were.
Paul slipped and he ended up jumping in my lap.
Aw.
He didn't know why he was putting it suddenly.
Yeah, the Beaver Lake campgrounds, the bathroom covered in harvestmen.
Same with the Thunderbird bathrooms. And all the time with the trailer that I grew up in, because it's pretty close to Thunderbird out in the boondocks.
Thunderbird bathrooms also have a very large amount of millipedes for some reason.
They do.
Mm.
You also have to be careful because they have some things in there occasionally that you do not want to mess with. We had them all over the back outside wall of the house in Noble. They're very friendly.
And they actually cannot bite. That's true. I think they have like either no or very few mouth parts.
Mm-hmm.
The thing they could potentially harm you with, if they manage to somehow get it anywhere they could do it, is their little forelimbs have little pinchy things. And they eat by just like cutting their food into tiny bits, putting them in the hole in front of them.
It's so very small, and yeah, like you said, a bad angle. You can't really get you with them. They just will crawl. And my grandma, apparently, according to my grandma, her grandma taught her a thing that she had to teach me, which was, hey, Daddy Longlegs, which direction did cows go? And they will sit there and point that way. It's because their legs are so small that when you get close to them and talk to them, the wind coming from your mouth will move their legs. You're so cute.
And in places where people teach each other that thing, the long legs are correct because there's cows everywhere.
Yeah.
Rose says, Kian brought me home some gummy bears. Evidently it's Haribo's 100th anniversary, and so there are limited edition party hat shapes in there.
Neat!
Cool!
I have to find some of those for Bubba because he loves gummy everything.
Everything.
I'd say get the sugar-free ones because that actually...
Yeah.
No.
Do not.
Only if you're going to eat just one or two, maybe.
I'll get him the regular ones and just have the bag as a keepsake. Much like
whatever.
I plan to do with my with some of the farm truck jerky.
What is it with like artificial food component replacements causing very unpleasant effects if you have more than just a little bit of it. Because there's the gummy bears, and then there's like stuff like Olean and Olestra.
Yeah, and the potato chips.
Olestra's deal is purely physical, if I'm not mistaken. Since it's a lipid-like substance that you don't break down. Which means it's a lubricant that you're not breaking down.
Yeah.
And it gets to the end of the tube, lubrication capabilities fully intact. This can be a problem.
Yeah, I've had a couple of friends who kind of have allergies to aspartame and what are the other ones? Saccharin, sucralose, whatever. Different sweeteners, artificial sweeteners. And it's very weird how it will affect them. I think one of the best ones that I've seen is monk fruit. Monk fruit actually does really well with as a sugar substitute. It tastes the same. Well, if you take like a spoonful of it, it does not.
Yeah.
But you put it in your
Cooking
tea
with it or whatever.
Yeah. It's wonderful and doesn't really have any type of side effects. It acts just like sugar. The only thing that is weird is, say I gave you I handed you a bag of monk fruit that's the same size as a bag of a pound of sugar.
Yeah.
You'll be expecting a pound of it, and then you'll be like, that is very light. It feels about the same as an empty plastic bag. What?
Why doesn't this weigh anything?
I think they cheated.
I'm guessing it's nowhere near as ugly as monkfish.
No.
And for a brief moment, my brain did a very big potato stupid. Like, who's cancer those?
What?
I was just checking.
Oh. And my brain's going apple bottom jeans, boots with the jeans.
The whole
Club looking at jeans. Oh, that that reminds me of a thing I need to show you later if I haven't already.
Okay.
And it's really probably about time to end stream anyway. It's long about that time. Yeah. I know I usually run later on Saturday, but I've been getting up earlier. So I'm starting to wear down a bit earlier as well. I do want to see if I can... I don't know, things are pretty stable here. I need more doctors, more GPs, but...
Your hospital seems to be running pretty well.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be as crazy as the last time that I was here during stream.
Hot dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not very socked.
Yeah, that was difficult level. It's possible I was just approaching it wrong. Alright, so anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll be back Monday afternoon, as well as Wednesday and Friday, for Holding Court, where I'm playing Lisa, aka Lisa the Painful. Thursday night is Thursday Throne, where we're playing La Pucelle Tactics. And then next Saturday night, more 2 Point right here.
Yay.
Now, let's see if there's anybody around for me to raid. Heaven Chai is streaming another, well, still Shining the Holy Ark, still another. But you know, Shining.
Wow.
What?
Jax Films is streaming Elden Ring, and he somehow only has 648 viewers.
Oh.
That's still like a lot more than we would rate him, but I'm surprised it's that low.
We love you, Jacksonville.
So anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
I'm borrowing your rock silence.
Would you like to finish that sentence? What?
Oh.
Show you hard. It's like, hey.
It's starting to do a thing where it starts to burn more over time. Yeah. Sometimes Ruby doesn't let it down. It's like,
It's not Friday anymore. Why am I talking about that video?
that's trying to get okay.
So is
No,
it
not even
interesting as it
that.
looks?
Today's Friday in California.
Oh, okay.
Shoot. Very
It's
creepy.
from the Tokusatsu show. I can't remember which
What's
one.
the movie supposed
Oh,
to be again?
yeah.
It's
Grab the name.
Something very, something bliss.
Hello, Andy.
Hello
Oh
again.
yeah, it's just something very this.
Oh, we can hear
that I catch you.
Oh, then how come I can't hear you?
Oh, weird.
I don't know. How can you hear me? How
Probably
can you hear
both
me?